for cable. That's good enough for me. C is for cable. That's good enough for me. C is for cable. That's good enough for me. Oh, cable, cable, cable. Start with C.
Hey, Jeremy Metzger here with ICT. So my boss James just informed me that he did a video describing some basic cabling techniques and tools and how you label cables and so forth. I thought I'd do a video describing an end of a cable. Behind me, you see something called a 110 block, a 110 punch down block. And you can see that there are cables that are sort of hooked into this thing as they run through these channels. And you'll see that there's a sheath on the cable and then some multicolored wires coming out of it. I'm going to show a quick demonstration of how to terminate a cable on a 110 punch down block. Now before I get into that, you'll see this hole in the wall here. There's a whole bunch of cables coming out of that hole. They each have a number on the end, just like James showed. And from this hole, they will go up through the wall. And then above the ceiling, there's another hole where they all come out. Okay? And from there, they spread out to their respective locations within the facility. So I am on number 23, cable number 23. And I already threaded it came down through the hole behind the 110 block and then to its proper location right here. Now what I need to do is take the sheath off of this wire, or this cable, and inside we'll find 4 colored twisted pairs of wire. So I'm going to take my snips and estimate the distance I need. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to score it about here. And what I'm doing with this is scoring the sheath really lightly, not hard, not enough to puncture or hurt the wires inside of the sheath, just enough to take the sheath, be able to twist it off like so. I'm going to throw that down. All right, and in here we'll see a number of wires. There's the white blue pair, white orange pair, white green pair, and white brown pair. Now these all have to be terminated in the proper order on the 110 block, because on the other end they're terminated in a certain order. Basically there's 2 different terminations, which I won't get into in a great amount of detail now, A and B, that professionals use on the field. Termination A, it's a standard, it's there, but it's not really used. We're using termination B, which means that all of these color-coded wires have to be in a certain location so that they're connecting with the right pins on the other end of the wire. Because if you get your wires crossed, so to speak, then communication won't happen properly. You'll have wires which aren't transmitting any signals. You may have wires that are shooting signals at each other over the same wire, and that really doesn't do good things for communication. So I'm going to take these pairs and I'm going to kind of thread them into the proper places on the 110 block. It can be a little time consuming, but totally worth it once it is done properly. So I'm working on my white blue pair right now. I'm going to take that, untwist it, and get it into the proper location. Like that. Next, I will take my white-orange pair, untwist it to the point necessary, bend them enough to shove them into its location, like so. Next, I'll take my white-green pair, and green needs to be on that side. I'm going to shove it in there. Okay, and now for the last one, the white-brown pair. I'm going to untwist it there and shove it into its proper spot. Okay, now I'm going to take my punch down tool. On one side it's yellow, on the other side it's red. On the yellow side it says cut, and there's this blade on here that when faced the proper direction, it will punch the wire down in between two little metal pins and shove it in there to give it so that it touches the metal and allows the electric current to go through. And then this part has a little lip on it that will cut off the cable so they're not dangling out here like this. So I'm going to take it and just punch it in. That's where we get punch down tool from. Pretty straightforward. Okay, make sure that they can all come off fairly easily without yanking them or ripping them. And then just throw the pieces away. So there we go. One termination on the 110 punch down block. See you in the next video.